It is time for Rowan Duel Links, our brand new 7th world character, bringing Royal Rebels, bringing some brand new cards and skills. So let's go through his event drops first of all, because I think they're not too bad, right? I don't think they're as good as Mimi's were in terms of being this generically viable mini engine you've got, but also we're getting a skill on the 24th for Roman, so a couple of hours after the box drops, which is fine. That's going to give her the Hangry Roman form, give us Esperade, another Roman pick in the deck. Should be pretty cool. But we've got, first of all, the Royal Rebels Growl, which is going to let you weaken opponent's monster. During the turn it's summoned by tributing level 5 or higher monster, and so you've got cards and skills like a Past Gargoyle that can be treated as level 5, making this one tribute easy to pull off. But this card reduces the attack points of opponent's monster equal to its level times 200, meaning if you're staring down a Dragius, it becomes 1100, easy to beat down. Then you've got a somewhat decently big body for your opponent to kind of deal with on their turn. It's not too bad, and given Ro hasn't exactly got many boss monsters right now, this is going to be as good as we can kind of hope for. Then we've got the Gargoyle, who can send one card from out to the graveyard to make its level increase by 1 at the end of the turn. This is fine-ish. I don't like the discard cost. I think that's kind of important though, because you have got things like the Rocker that can bring back the one in the graveyard, and so it does kind of work synergistically. But I think you'll run this if you have to. The big thing is going to be his brand new cards and skills via his level ups. So first of all, let's go to his star deck and see, do we have any brand new cards in there, or is it going to be entirely reprints? Let's find out. We have got absolutely nothing new. We've just got a bunch of cards we've already obtained via previous 7s characters, which I don't think makes sense, right? Especially these, like, these are in all the decks, and you're always guaranteed to have, you know, Yuga, Luke, Roman, Gavin in the game. So you're not missing out on this. It's just, it's really baffling that they've not put any new cards in here when, you know, Mimi did have 2 SRs in her star deck as well. So maybe that means we have not got that much to look forward to in the level up. So first of all, we've got the Royal Rebels Fanatic, a level 1 vanilla. This will be useful for the skill and as a name, but it's not great, right? In terms of level 1 vanillas in Rush Duel at the moment, including the box, we've got 4 cards, I think, and so if we do need them, then you might not play this because it is just a very weak body. It has no real redeeming factors. Then we've got at level 7 the Royal Rebel Shout. So this is going to let you hand rip, which in Duel Links, like, that seems good. For hand rip for 2 is insane, but in Rush Duel, giving you a drawing 5 every turn, it's really not. But right now, if you could guarantee you're hand ripping a Dragius, then this would be really cool. And you probably will play this again because it's a name, it's level 4 light. If we get the skill increase the level by 1, then you want to play this because it's a target for that. So like, this could hypothetically be good-ish, but overall, it's not the most amazing Rush Duel card in the world. Then we've got at level 10, the new trap card, King's Majesty, which then negates attack by shuffling level 1 Fiend up normal in your graveyard into the deck. So this is working, of course, with this. There's 2 or 3 other level 1 Fiend vanillas in the game at the moment, so I don't think this will see much play, really, because you won't get it off that often. In Royal Rebels specifically. In other deck, sure, maybe, but in Royal Rebels, you probably won't. Then we've got a skill ticket, okay, very cool. A second copy of the Shout, a second copy of the Fanatic. Then we've got a third copy of the Shout, but only 2 copies of the Fanatic. That's really, really weird. Given it's a rare, they could have put this in the starter deck, but they haven't done. And so, if that means like they're saving it for the Royal level up, then that's going to feel really bad if it is just like our level 25 cards, a third copy of this. That's... Why do they do this, Rush Duel? Like, why do they really want to, like, screw over Rush Duel, it seems like? Because this could have also been a gate drop, like we had back in the day in Duel Links, back when it first started, getting rares, normals via gate drops and via events. This could have been part of that, but it's not. That's a bit disappointing. Now, is it going to, like, really matter in the long haul? Probably not, but it does kind of limit the potential of this, but this is a one-off card anyway, and so they do want you to go into the box, right, and get your the barrier, get your attack redirection 1, get the trap card that negates 1, which is a single monster, right? So, who knows? Who knows? But we, of course, have some brand new skills to go through. First of all, is the Star Skill Rush on Royal Rebel, which is completely useless, given you've got to have no levels of higher effect monsters in the deck, which it is just a skill to play to get any missions off, if there are any. This is not that good. Then, of course, for generic skills, we've got the attack mode, which is the Strange Cat-ish skill. Okay. Hammer Crush Deal. Very cool, another one for that. We've got Light Raise Draw. Okay, very cool. One-side reverse draw. which is new, that's not an archive skill. And I kind of thought it would be, given that all 7's characters have an archive skill on them, except for Roa. So Roa immediately out of the gate is kind of defying expectations and not giving us an archive skill. So I don't know how to feel about that, but this skill is complete garbage. You don't want to play it at all. Then we've got the set Spark, so onto his brand new character skills. First of all, is Heavy Metal Draw. If there's a level 7 high moss on your opponent's side of the field and you have none, one of your cards will be the Heavy Metal. This is as bare bones as you can get, right? I think the Dankito one does way more, right? Gives you the Seals Carrier plus Dankito. This is a bit better, right? Given you've got potential pop plus attack point gain. So this is fine, right? This is fine. Then we've got the Rebels Beat. This skill is really, really cool. I like this one. So you've got to have only level 4 high monsters in your deck that are Fiend types, which is fine, so no Dragius access. You'll be playing Summon Skull as your Legend. That is fine. Can be used during a turn you've normal summoned a level 6 normal monster or the Summoning Flute. Change the battle position 1 monster your opponent controls and 1 you control. Then send 1 level 6 Fiend type with 600 or less attack balls in your deck to the graveyard, which could be Creebots, could be one of the new vanillas in the box. But this works with this, right? Because what you would do with this is you'd summon this, send it to graveyard, bring back a Summon Skull in defense mode, activate the skill, put one to defense on your opponent's side of the field, Summon Skull to attack mode. It can now be over Dragius. That is really, really cool. And I think this has been an underrated skill overall, especially given you can send Creebot as well for follow-up for next turn, which is really, really big. Then we've got Rocker's Deal, which is a switcheroo if you've got a light level on Fiend vanilla on your field. This is not great. You've got attack lock, so you can run Dragius in the deck, but you can't attack with it that turn, so that's fine. But this ain't very good at all. You'd much rather play your Hammer Crush Deal and get that draw 1, because it's kind of the same value, right? Then we've got Rocket Draw. Okay, now that's a generic one again. That's not very good. Finally, we have Royal Rebels Heavy Drive, the best skill they've got, but also the most baffling one. So your higher type monsters are locked into Fiend types, which is fine. No Dragius, okay. Increase level of 1, level 4 lighter attribute effect monster on your field by 1 at the end of the turn. This is basically giving you that Gargoyle card in a skill, which is on the first surface really, really good, right? Setting you up for your Heavy Metal or your Shout, right? Your Growl to get their effects off. That's cool, but if you were the player going first and activate this effect, return 1 card from out of the deck. If you were second, you can pitch 1 Heavy Metal from your deck to the graveyard, which sets up for the Rocker, right? Bringing it back. This is a skill that is reliant on your starting coin flip to be good. And also, I believe this works for every subsequent turn in the duel you use it. And so, even if this is, turn 5, turn 6, you're still beholden to this. And so, the person going first is already at a disadvantage rush duel because your turn 1 is going to be set 3 pass. Most of the time, having an even bigger downside in having to return a card is really not great. So, overall, I'm really mixed on Roa. Right, I think out of the gate, they've not given us enough cards in the box, in his level ups, in his gate drops. For the Royal Rebels to be a deck on their own, it's going to be overly good. You might be able to hit Cog, and that's all that matters for any Duel Links at the moment. That's all that matters. But in the upcoming KC Cup for Rush Duel, I don't think they're going to be very good. I would have liked more of this. I'd have liked more of this as well to kind of use this and have it be used in a deck. Like, I guess this could be used in the Archfiend deck as well, like Summoning Flute 1. It could be, or in Diabolic King Beetle. That could also be a thing. If you want to play this or the Goat, I think the Goat's a Fiend as well, so that could work out. A bit of a mixed bag for Raw. I was kind of super excited, but, this would have been way better again with more levels. It's only like 320 gems you're getting from Roa, and so every Rush character kind of has that downside to it. I'll see you all tomorrow for a Rails video, hopefully, if I can get the deck to work. It's been a bit of a pain so far, but of course then is the box on the 24th for pack opening, and then videos over the weekend, maybe, hopefully. We'll have to find out. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next Duel Links video. See you then.